Hello and welcome to the daily campfire news. Yes.
Oh, campfire.
Oh yes, we love campfires. And also,
Wow.
what I love even more is we're actually seeing RE4 remake gameplay, like actual gameplay of like them like doing stuff.
Yeah, there's button prompts and everything.
Yeah, and like you can shoot in the head, they're stunned and melee, and I'm sold. I'm sold. I'm now buying a copy. I'm sold. Like that's literally all I wanted to see of the game, and I'm now officially
wait,
sold. And
hang on. Wait a bit.
um, yeah, Ryman.
Images taken moments before disaster, right here.
I can't help you notice you paused the video at a very specific point.
Yeah, I don't want to assume. I don't want to watch this.
It's like this. We need to
I've been
face the
sold on the
truth.
game. I don't want to be unsold.
Press
I-
play.
Okay, just to make it worse, I'm gonna increase the volume because he has a one-liner when he does this.
Bill me for the repairs later.
Bill me for the repairs later. Oh god, Leon, why? So
That
cheesy.
poor cow! How
Yeah.
could they do this to the cow?
It's an actual video game. It's not a walking simulator.
Yeah.
Ryman, maybe you can maybe slide to the left when that's in the HUD thing that appears now and then. I just thought of that.
Yeah. There we go.
So, I just want to point out a lot of gameplay stuff that's happening here. So, for instance, you will see this prompt now and then. I think, like in this case, I think that's for like basically blocking or like parrying the chainsaw, which is pretty bananas. But that's a thing you can do. I think it's shown a bit later in this video.
Like right at the end of the trailer, I think.
And as we saw earlier, you can like shoot enemies in the head, stun them, and do melees. You can also, like RE2 Remake, use the knife to like break out of grabs. I think that was a thing you could do in RE2 Remake, right?
2 and 3, like specifically 3 had like the button tap, I think.
Okay. Oh yeah, and here, like he uses a knife to like break out of the grab, and also you can see.
Jesus.
If I zoom in, there's a white bar indicating durability, and you can see like a part of it became red as he used the knife.
The
So that
knife
lowers the
can
durability.
break.
Nice with durability. That was a big part of RE2 Remake. Like it's been a few years since I played it. I can't remember everything, but that was a big part of it, if I recall.
Yeah, as a bonus,
Oh,
you
God.
could get an infinite knife, but the regular knife, which is actually the same weapon model, like the knife, they would break.
Yeah. Oh yeah, this is also new. You can now like stab enemies when they ground with a knife, and that also lowers the durability of it.
Also, I just want to say,
Well, there's
did
a
you
parry.
the eyes on Dr. Salvador here, they freak me out. What they did to them.
Yeah, they're a
What
bit
did you think?
freaky.
As you just saw, we are
I'm
paying
just gonna
I was
point
gonna
out.
say the button prompt feels like it's in a kind of awkward position, like a bit too close to the middle of the screen. Like for all of them, I feel like they're like lower on the screen in most other cases, like in most other RE games.
Yeah, I can't remember how were they like RE6, RE. I feel like they might have been in the middle of screen for RE6,
What
maybe.
did you think?
I feel like they were a bit
As you
lower
just
as
saw.
well.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I think they
Like,
might have
this
been
is like
lower.
almost middle of the screen, like where your reticle would be.
There's another thing I noticed. So if you look at the HUD here, it says 10 out of 26.
yeah.
You have 10 loaded, 26 in reserve, and it says +1. I think the game is actually simulating like having one bullet in the chamber. Like for instance, if you see
Yeah.
Leon shoot here,
Like
like
the plus one disappears.
Yeah, so I feel like that's kind of like I didn't expect RE to simulate something like that. That's something like more like tactical shooters tend to try to simulate. So I guess pro tip,
Something
like
they've never
reload twice in a
done,
row.
That's something they've never done before.
Yeah. Let's get more heads here. There's one specific thing I wanna find in this stream they did. This is by the way from the
What did
RE
you
showcase that they did yesterday, a big
As you just saw,
Resident Evil stream thing.
we are paying respect to the original game's world. while implementing new ideas.
Like I
and
can't remember. Like
graphics
there's a
stemming
parry
from the
they
core
do against normal
concepts
attack. I can't
of the
remember
title.
when it happens in the
I
stream,
think
but
it's a bit later.
We think this
yeah,
game will provide
guess
a
I could try
fresh
to
think
see.
it's
But that's
like
also
coming
a
up in
thing.
a
Like they're
little
showing like
sense of
crouching and stealth thing a little
familiarity if
bit
you
here.
played the original, that both newcomers
The
and
crouching and
veterans
stealth
Resident
reminds
Evil
me a lot
4
of like
will
Rev
enjoy.
2.
I don't know. I got like Evil Within vibes from some of this.
Ganados will have all new
Yeah,
ways
kinda.
to attack.
That
They are closing in on Leon during his mission and will
That,
attack with
yeah.
an even greater variety of methods than in the original release. Leon fights
But I am okay. Hey,
here's the parry.
yeah. So you can tell like as the enemy attacks with a pitchfork, you can see a prompt here, which is for the parry. And then yeah, like
close combat
Leon
maneuvers,
does like a small
a
parry
newly
and
added
well,
parry
kind of
using his knife. Close
go
combat
back there again. So you can see like it then set up the enemy for like be stunned. So you can like melee him. And also, I don't think the durability did it go down. I don't think it went
Guess
down.
not if you do a perfect parry.
Actually, maybe it goes down. Oh, I think okay, it goes down slightly. You can tell it goes down. It goes down slightly.
It goes down by a single pixel.
Yeah, you can kind of tell here. Like
Oh,
it
yeah,
does
yeah,
it does
yeah.
go down. So yeah, so yeah, parrying does lower the durability of knives.
combat maneuvers, a newly added parry using his knife.
But yeah, I was kind of surprised to see the parry mechanic because that kind of reminds me of like RE6 where you can like counter any enemy attack.
Resource management and upgrade elements are critical for survival. Just as in the original, using
So yeah,
an
like
attaché case
Tetris
effectively
inventory
Inventory.
is of course back.
I was gonna say the same thing. Yeah, it's inventory Tetris.
I also did
Like,
a quick comparison of the inventory size. In RE4 it starts as I have in my notes 10 by 6 and this is 10 by 7. So slightly larger starting inventory I think in RE4 Remake.
Okay.
But
The original RE4 didn't have knives in the inventory. Well, unless you count the
Oh, yeah.
demos and beta versions, but
oh yeah, that's a good
Oh,
point.
yeah.
Also,
Well, of course, the knife didn't have durability either.
it didn't
Uh,
have gunpowder.
Yeah, that too.
oh yeah, it's I guess this is the gunpowder.
No,
No,
the 10. See,
this
it
is
says
gunpowder.
it says gunpowder.
This looks like it's like RE8, like metal scrap or whatever.
Oh
to,
yeah, of course those.
uh,
Okay, so I guess those would be reasons to make the inventory larger because you have more item types to pick up in remake compared to original.
In
Yeah.
addition to managing the weapons and items
Could
you
we see
carry,
them
an
like highlight those
attaché case
items?
They might be in the
effectively
next, like, yeah, when it goes
addition
into
to
the
managing the
crafting menu. I
weapons
think
and
it may like list it there. Oh no, it just says materials at the bottom.
This is very like RE8 and RE2 remake. Like
Oh.
they also had crafting systems.
Yeah, there's two different types of knife. One here.
Oh yeah.
And what is this? Two different types of scrap.
Maybe and like there's the herbs. Okay, don't too many materials types. Okay, that's good. Like the herbs kind of end up being most of them. So that's not too bad. Like I'm personally not a huge fan of crafting systems with like ton of different material types. I just find it tedious to be honest.
items you carry.
Wait, whoa,
It's
whoa, whoa.
weird. The
Wait, hang on,
knife
stop.
is a material.
Yeah,
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 it
that
is.
is a fair point. But yeah, you must be able to
Hey.
make like a much better type of knife.
Haste and charm perks increase drop rate for handgun. What?
Oh,
So
Hmm.
the charm could be the handgun ammo charm that you get as a pre-order bonus. Like you can get like a handgun ammo weapon charm. So I guess the weapon charm give you like increased handgun drop rate.
That would be hilarious in the original RE4 because
Just as in the
I was
original,
always
using
swimming
the
in
attaché
handgun ammo by the
case
end of the game without
effectively
a
yeah,
charm.
me as well.
In addition to managing the weapons and items you carry.
Okay, so it's always okay. So I guess like this is the current bonus you have with whatever like case and charm you have equipped because the text doesn't change as it goes through the menus.
Yeah, I guess so.
Guess not.
I wonder if ammo drops will be much rarer since there's ammo crafting.
Of course, we can't
It's
forget
possible.
the merchant.
Merchant is of course returning. By the way, I don't think it's shown any part of this video, but it is confirmed that like enemies will drop items and you can pick them up just like RE4.
Maybe they'll just drop a lot of scrap instead of the actual bullets.
So this is funky.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is a new weapon, right? Bolt thrower,
Yep.
quiet projectile weapon that is great for immobilizing enemies. Like since they specify quiet, I guess I just assume it's meant to be used for stealth, which wasn't really a mechanic in RE4 like the original.
So this actually, if anything, reminds me of either the crossbow from Code Veronica or the crossbow that Ada has in RE6. Because that could also pin enemies
Oh
to
yeah,
like
that's true.
walls
Yeah,
or the floor, so that might be like with this, the immobilizing enemies
yeah, and
thing
like
comes in.
and this
And
takes
yeah,
text makes it sound like it's very similar, like it can be similar to like the mine thrower from original RE4.
Yeah.
or again, Ada's crossbow in RE6, which had explosive bolts.
Were those like those were timed rather than proximity mines, if I recall?
Yeah, but I mean, so were the ones in RE4.
Oh yeah,
Like
yeah,
those
you're
were
right. Yeah.
timed as well. Like the mine thrower was timed. Um, but yeah, that's something I didn't actually like really read through when I watched the trailer before.
Yeah, I mean,
That is a
this is
very
kind of the first
interesting
time I'm looking
addition.
at the stuff in like in depth now.
Yeah, I only looked at some stuff in depth, but not this. This is interesting.
Yeah,
And Sectus,
yeah, I
bolt
think
action
they
rifle.
briefly look at it if I recall. Oh my
Oh.
God, bolt action rifle!
Buy this and get the scope for free. Limited time only.
That's neat.
Yeah, just well, I assume limited mind, just like do it before you beat the game, because you always got a scope in R4 original as well. And you can also see like you can buy like a scope here, it looks a lot like an ACOG. Oh, yeah, this is kind of neat. Like it actually shows like the size it takes in inventory.
Oh
That's
yeah.
cute.
Yeah.
Oh, the
Neat.
bolt thrower is actually pretty small. It's only 8 squares.
Yeah,
Shotgun's huge.
3x power for critical hits, penetration power.
Various scopes.
Well, I mean, the original
So
RE4 had two, the standard scope and the thermal scope.
Yeah.
yeah, but I mean, we haven't seen any mention of stuff like that really returning. So this kind of hints that thermal scope might be back as well.
I'd
I
be
mean,
okay with I'd be okay with like being able to actually just take over the scope entirely, just use it without scope.
It looks like it is. I mean, you can get it without the scope, so you can actually use it like as is.
Well, it says like you get scope for free. Although I don't know, I guess is it the same as this
I
scope?
mean,
Maybe it is. Maybe you're just talking about that scope. It probably
I
is.
would
Yeah.
assume it is.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. I think you're right then. Yeah.
And items, and customize them
Yeah, you can
to
of
suit
course
your playstyle.
upgrade weapons. You can increase the durability of the knife. You can repair knife. So assume that
Yeah, when
means
your
that
knife breaks.
yeah. So assume that means like when the knife breaks, you don't lose it. It's just like zero durability. I assume.
It seems that way, and yeah, you can increase its durability, so I guess it is. Yeah, this is the knife model I was talking about. This is like identical to the knife that is used in both RE2 and 3 remake.
We've also added a trade mechanic where rare gems you've collected can be
Oh yeah,
exchanged
this
for
is a
special
a
items
whole new mechanic.
to suit your playstyle.
Laser
We've
Yeah,
sight.
also added a trade
Yeah, I guess
mechanic
it's sort of
where rare
expanding on
gems
like that one gun you could get for trading in tokens.
Which
Yeah.
is this one.
Yeah, that one.
This map is too blurry. Can't make sense
Yeah,
of it.
yeah. The treasure maps in the original R4, you just bought them with pesetas, but
Collected.
now you have to trade a red gem of some description for it. Oh, wait, Sectus, look,
Laser sight.
The laser sight.
laser sight.
I hope it works the same way as the original laser sight, where it just replaces the crosshair. That's what I want.
can be
There was
Can
like
you?
one gun in RE2 remake that had a laser sight, and I think it replaced like the crosshair.
Yeah, I want to say, man, it's the same with R3 remake as well. I think there's like one gun that has a laser sight. I always want to like make a mod to like add that to all the guns, but I never looked enough into it.
Oh, hey, I just noticed a few things. First of all, they've blurred out a little portion of the screen down here.
Yeah, those are button prompts. I don't know why that's blurred out. Like, I think I have
Yeah,
screenshots
I mean we
later
could
that will show the
see.
text. Oh yeah, that's
Yeah, we
true.
can see button prompts up there.
Yeah.
Also, so we got 6 of these red gems and 0 tickets. That looks like a ticket stub.
Yeah, it does look like a ticket. I don't know.
Maybe it's like an upgrade ticket or something.
So many questions.
So many questions.
Maybe it's like a summon ticket. Is this a gacha game?
I mean,
Oh no.
maybe it's possible that that is like related to this down here, that you can like switch to use tickets instead of the, let's call them spinals.
Yeah, sure. It does look like the
With
spindles.
Is the text like? Oh yeah, the text is always blurred. Silly thing though. I have screenshots later where we can see the text down here. So I don't know why it's blurred for this video. Like it seems kind of silly.
It does, especially considering we see L1 and R1 at the top.
Exchanged for special items.
And apparently you can trade for those yellow diamonds as much as you want.
We are rebuilding the original game
Wait.
while respecting its core
Pitchfork.
experience, adding
Parry.
new ideas and modernizing
Oh,
the
creepy
core
eyes.
theme.
Eyes. They don't even look like eyes. It looks like
Now
like-
I'd like to share some new
he's
information
got like the
regarding
neck
this
of a
product's
bottle like
release.
jammed in his eyes.
We announced
really
that
weird
Resident
looking.
Evil 4 will also be
The
available on
idea
PlayStation
that I've
4,
heard from
in
some
addition to
people is
PlayStation
that
5, Xbox
Dr.
Series X,
Salvador
and
already
Xbox
has his
Series
head like
S, and
exploded from
PC.
the plaga, and it's like the
Ugh.
plaga
PlayStation
eyes,
4 version
Ugh.
will be upgraded
That
to
would
the
explain why it looks so
PlayStation 5
freaky.
digital version
and why
at
he's
no
wearing like the
additional
sack
cost.
over it because he doesn't really have a face
I'd like to
anymore.
introduce two other
I
The
think
marks change from the original because Swasti had like freaky bloodshot eyes in the original. They were still very human-looking eyes.
He also just had the head mesh of like one of the regular dudes under the mask in the original.
I think the guy just said, by the way, that you can upgrade from PS4 to PS5 for free.
Yep.
If you
Well,
bought like
specifically
that.
the digital edition, but yes.
Yeah.
editions we were preparing for players looking
So weird
for
this is
more
coming to
than the
PS4
standard
but
edition.
not Xbox One.
Or Xbox One.
The first
Ah, right, this.
We can talk about this a little bit later because I have better screenshots of this.
Okay.
And actually, I think I want to move on to one specific thing because I kind of put in a lot of work with comparisons of all the
Oh.
characters.
Right.
Okay.
So
we did see a fair bit of Ada.
So yeah, this is Ada from RE4 original, and this is Ada from the remake.
Very pretty.
Like that's very much like her face model from RE2 remake.
She's pointing a gun at me.
Yeah, the hair looks a little adjusted, but the face is definitely the same.
It's too bad we don't have a very good look at her outfit. We only seen parts of her top, nothing else. Do you think she'll like get the dress eventually?
I don't know.
My guess is that the dress will be either a DLC or like an unlock, because they've like pretty much always included like the classic costumes as unlocks or DLC.
Yeah, that's true. We also have Ashley
Yeah. Hello.
and RE4 remake Ashley. So you can see like under the jacket, she's wearing the same outfit.
Yeah. Well, at least she won't be quite as chilly this time.
I don't think she has the belts.
Oh yeah. Oh,
But
yeah, I
aside
see a
from that,
belt.
yeah, it is pretty much the same outfit. Like she just has,
What?
I think she has
Mason.
leggings on, like tights.
They do look like tights, yeah.
Maybe yeah. The same boots as well.
Pretty much.
Yes, very well. Very similar boots. No barrel though. No barrel.
It's a crate.
But I think her design looks good.
Probably the most faithful design.
Oh, the big cheese.
Big cheese. Oh, he's scary.
Yeah. He has a hat. Hat.
With scary
You know,
eyes.
they mean business when he has a hat.
The glass
Mr.
eye.
X, this guy, hats.
He looks pretty faithful. Just scary.
Oh, and he's got a pendant with the Los Illuminados symbol on it.
Oh yeah.
That's a nice detail.
Oh, okay.
Here
I'm
we
curious
got
about this.
El Gigante.
Got Shrek.
He's very scary.
Oh,
He
he looks.
super spooks.
He almost looks skinless now.
He's super
Like,
buff now. Look at those muscles. Wow.
where are
Think
we
it's
in
supposed to be
hell?
muscles. I
Are we
think
in
it's supposed
hell?
to
Is
be
this
like
Doom?
loose flesh.
a-
Yeah, the original just looked like a bald, very big guy, and this looks more like a monster.
Yeah. There's also a close up. I like this one. He looks kind of goofy here.
And he's just flexing.
Oh yeah. Look at my muscles. Yeah. And here he's just spooks. He just spooks. Spooky teeth.
Ah, oh.
Very spooky teeth.
I still remember when they gave him a beard in RE5.
Oh yeah. Here we have the big R4 character, Mr. Ganado.
He just looks mildly annoyed.
I think he's like
Oh.
Don Pedro or
And
something.
now he looks spooked. He's like, oh my god, what's over there?
What was that noise?
Mildly annoyed. Spooked.
But yeah, like the detail of stuff is just insane. So much detail on everything. It's a pretty big increase in like graphics quality.
Yeah, it's amazing what 17 years of technological advancement can do.
Oh boy, that's a few years.
Yeah.
It's a lot of years.
Oh, Hunnigan.
Hey, Hannigan.
Oh no, I'm not ready for this. They made her so hot.
Oh yeah, like this is I'm okay with this new Hunnigan. I am okay. I'm also like
I mean, she
I
was already good looking in the original, I would say. Like, she doesn't
Yeah.
look bad, but they made her real hot.
and I like that they managed to get a face model that doesn't look that different from like, for instance, like this Hunnigan from RE6. I feel like they look
Yeah.
fairly close, and
Yeah.
that's an element that I like, that I managed to get the characters looking like the same.
She looks great.
Even the glasses are the same color.
Yeah. Playable Hunnigan mod?
I'll make
Well,
it happen.
if that's a full model rendered in engine, I suppose it could be possible.
It will definitely be a full mod. I think you model, like, you see her like sliding with the chair like across the room. So
Yeah.
if that's not
Yeah.
pre-rendered, she'll have a full model.
Because it wouldn't have been possible in the original RE4 because she was literally just a head.
She
Oh,
had
yeah,
like
she
a
was just
torso,
this.
but yeah. I don't think she had legs in the in RE4 original.
Hey, Leon, how you doing?
Hi.
Oof.
That's a
That
knife.
is that is a pose, all right.
It's my knife.
It doesn't look bad, but I'm still just slightly weirded out seeing like babyface RE2 remake Leon in this.
He
It
is
just
a
doesn't
baby
fit
boy.
for me a little bit. I'm okay with it. It's just I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like they could have aged him up a little bit, but I just want to point out, look at the size of his arms. Has he been following Chris's combat manual?
Maybe.
Maybe. What time is it? I can't
Can't
see.
tell.
It's chromatic aberration o'clock.
Oh God! Get away! Get
Yeah.
away!
Ah,
Luis?
mi amo Luis era.
Look at this
Yeah.
guy. Look at this guy.
He
Look at that
looks- yeah.
swagger.
I feel like I can't trust him now.
Well, yeah. I mean, he did hide stuff from you, so that fits. Still got the red 9.
I only have one very important question. Got a smoke?
Good. Clearly he does.
I hope
We
it's
found
still
his
possible to use
smokes.
this gun.
Surely it will. Surely. I mean, the bolt action rifle's still there.
I mean, they've modeled it, and I'm assuming animated it when Luis uses it. There's no way they're not also going to give it to the player.
He looks quite a bit different, like especially face, but I think I'm pretty okay with the new design. I like his new hair and
I like
everything.
how they made him look.
Yeah, it works.
Yeah.
It works.
The merchant.
Ah.
Oh, the best character.
Look at those textures. Look at them. Now look at them.
No. Well, I can't even see his face.
Yeah, it's
Now, of course, if you listen to the trailer, you can tell he has a very the merchant's new voice has a very thick Australian accent to it now.
TMP.
TMP.
Oh, hey, and some bullets too.
Book. I
I
also
think this is the Punisher, by the way.
It does look like the
Hmm.
how the Punisher looked in that inventory menu we saw earlier, and he's got a
And it's
certificate
got
of
the
merchancy.
and it's got the laser sight attached to it. Or is that
Ooh.
a flashlight? I think
I
it's the laser sight.
That looks like a laser sight to me rather than a flashlight.
yeah. I also included another comparison for the heck of it. So now we can, if you want to see
Oh.
inside his coat, then
Not
You
there you
mean
go.
see those 4 polygons?
Does he?
And hey,
Can I buy like screwdriver and stuff from him?
and
It'll
hey,
help
just like you
solve
said,
puzzles.
the button prompts are visible at the bottom in this
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
screenshot.
So yeah, I don't know why they're blurred. It's kind of random. Yeah, it is just funny to compare because like the graphical update is just absolutely insane.
17 years. Actually, it'll
think
be
in
18.
the previous
It'll be
image, there was a
18.
rocket launcher.
When this game actually comes out, it'll be 18 years since the original GameCube release of RE4.
Rocket launcher? I see a rocket launcher. Oh, is that a
Yeah.
Oh,
sniper
and that's
rifle?
a
Oh, is that
semi-auto sniper.
yeah.
Oh,
That's a
okay.
semi-auto.
Yeah, right. Good. Thank you. I'll
Okay.
take that.
A lot of
Yeah,
returning
semi-auto and a rocket launcher.
weapons.
They tried to sneak them in.
Is that something? Is that a grenade? World War
That's
II
a
grenade? I
spoon.
don't know.
It looks like one of those.
Might be a bottle, actually.
Oh
Nah,
yeah,
it looks-
yeah,
It is. It looks a bit too small to be a grenade, I suppose.
yeah,
I mean, he has a grenade, like, right there, but...
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah. Standard pineapple grenades.
We have Sadler.
Just chilling in the chair.
So I haven't found a good look at him in any of the screenshots or trailers they've released, but there's this in the new trailer. So that's kind of a comparison, I guess. I feel like
yeah,
that's
in
the best one I
reveal
can make.
trailer, like in the reveal trailer for the remake, there's like a shot of him like in the darkness, so that's also
Yeah,
not
but it,
really
like,
the
his-
best shot.
Yeah, his face is completely shrouded in the initial reveal trailer. Or is this? You can sort of see his face at least. It's not completely shrouded in darkness.
That design looks relatively faithful, I guess.
Yeah.
Although we haven't really seen the rest of him.
Yeah. By the way, I named this file name Palpatine because I couldn't remember his name when I wrote it.
Osmond Sadler,
Oh god, oh yeah, here we go.
Napoleon.
Oh god,
Wait,
they
did you get a shot of him from the front?
Oh boy, did I! Look at this,
Oh.
Ryman. Look at
Oh,
this.
God.
Look
Oh,
at this,
no.
Ryman.
Get it away from
That's all
me!
the time I got.
No,
See you
no.
later.
Oh boy, like that is. Does this look like a 20-year-old to you guys?
No,
That looks
no,
like
it
a
doesn't.
20,000-year-old. That
Oh,
guy
boy.
does not look okay.
We can also compare like
Uh,
these guys in the background.
They look pretty faithful.
Yeah.
Verdugo?
Well,
Is that what they're called?
bigger though.
Verdugo?
Remember, his right hand comes off.
Oh god, it is
That
pretty.
face, I can't get over that face.
I mean, he's supposed to be creepy. So, I mean, I feel like I'm okay with the new design, but holy shit, it is quite the difference.
Well, the
took
new
his hat.
design is very effective at making me want to burn him with fire.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
But it's kind of.
But man, this is his human form. Imagine what his boss form is gonna look like.
Oh, yeah, it does
God,
mutate,
it's gonna be
yeah.
disgusting. Oh, bleh.
And since we see those guys in the background, I assume that means like the boss fight with them will reappear in the remake.
Would assume so, in some degree.
Oh boy! Oh god!
No.
Oh.
No.
Oh yeah.
No. No,
So this is the
no.
doggo.
Yeah,
From
yeah,
RE4, and
That's the dog.
IGN reported that the doggo in remake is dead.
I'm
So
sorry.
there was
Ace, if
actually-
you're watching this, we're sorry.
There was actually, I think, a video from like a French player, from like a French news outlet.
How
that-
could they do this?
that like showed the doggo being dead.
How could they kill the doggo?
Did you think this is like some kind of like a trick where like maybe you actually do find another doggo later that's actually someone that you save and like tries to like fool
Maybe,
you earlier on in the game?
or which is something that I saw some people online speculate is that it's like a time thing. Like if you get there on time, you can maybe save the
Oh
doggo.
yeah, maybe.
Huh.
Well, don't look for
But I
treasures.
don't know. I don't know if that's gonna be a thing. That I have to, despite the fact that this is sad, I have to commend you for this particular image. Like this, just writing
Yeah.
rip on it.
Yeah, I had to. I was just too tempted.
Man. If the dog is just dead, it's gonna be so weird to go into that fight without "Hey, it's that dog," and then he
Oh
helps
yeah,
you.
it's such a classic line. Hey, it's that dog.
Build me for it later.
But why? Like the dog, the cow. Like, does the creative director like absolutely hate animals or something? Like I am. I'm getting slightly
I
concerned.
I guess so. Well, how have animals been treated in RE7 and 8?
Not
Uh,
great.
Oh, can't you hunt them in 8 for food, right?
Yeah.
For like
Well,
crafting
there you
stuff?
go. That explains everything.
Oh,
The dog
no.
was caught in a bear trap, of course.
Oh no, poor doggo. Oh no. Oh,
Capcom.
that was the last comparison.
I like that the
Capcom.
comparison ends on just rip dogs.
Yeah, yeah. Just sadness.
It's so blurry. Did you Photoshop it to be blurred background?
Yeah,
Or
I
is
just
it
quickly add like a blur filter and then wrote that beautiful text.
It's I commend you for it.
Wait, is it beautiful because it's pink?
Yes.
It's a very, very pretty color. Very, very pretty
That is a
color.
very hot pink.
Best pink. Let's
Okay.
see.
Hi,
So
hi
this
again.
picture.
Stop pointing a gun at me. Okay.
No, she can point a gun at me. I'm okay with it.
Pew pew pew.
Shot his
Hair is
nuts.
still kind of orange in here. But it looks good from like a distance.
Is there film grain or is that?
Probably.
It's
Because
hard
there's
to
definitely chromatic
tell.
aberration. We can see it when you zoom
Oh
in.
yeah. Yeah, that's definitely chromatic aberration.
Can you zoom out slightly and go up? I think this is already more enemy variations than all of RE4 original
Oh,
in
well,
this one image.
Yeah, probably.
Like for the
I think
Ganados, like the basic
I
villagers.
I like press have already been able to test out the game, and I did read one guy who mentioned like there's just a lot more variety to enemy designs. Also, he also mentioned there's just more enemies period as well.
Play with it.
Ashley again.
Hey, Ashley. Oh, hey again.
I
That
don't know
looks
if
so
they
good.
had any basis for it. I did hear some people claim that she's voiced by Nicole Tompkins, which would be
Oh,
slightly
I don't
silly if
know
that's the
about that.
case. Yeah, you can see the text at the bottom, not blurred.
Yeah. You can use L1 and R1 to rotate.
So something we saw in the trailer is already improvement over RE8 in my opinion when it comes to the inventory. It does the same thing again as in the original before, that if you're holding, for example, this item and you drop it on the first aid spray, you start moving the first aid spray instead of being unable to place the item, which was the case in RE8. So they've already
Okay,
made
that's
it
good,
better
yeah.
than in RE8.
Oh,
Yeah, that's good.
okay. Also,
So you
wait,
can
go back.
actually Tetris again.
Just notice we've got an objective marker.
Head for the
So
leg.
that must be right before the Del Lago fight.
The detail is kind of just bananas. So much detail.
That RE engine doing work again. Oh, hey,
Glimpse at the castle.
that's the
Yeah.
entrance of the castle, I guess.
Yeah, I guess it is.
Looks pretty good.
This, yeah, it looks like this is the drawbridge, like the front here.
Yeah, it does.
The detail is just so insane with everything. Birdies, birdies.
Makes me really curious about the PS4 version. 'Cause this
The
looks really
PS4
good.
version of RE Village ran pretty well, actually.
Hmm.
I mean, it disabled stuff like ray tracing, but other than that, it ran pretty well.
And also, like, I don't know, like RE2 and RE3 remakes, those are very good looking games, and they also ran fine on PS4.
I think they actually ran 60 FPS on PS4,
Yeah, I think they're
like base
targeting that, yeah.
PS4. Yeah. And I think they got pretty close. Oh wow, this shot is amazing.
Yeah,
it's that
it looks so nice.
it's that central chamber with the jumping between the chandeliers.
I have not seen these assets yet. I guess
Yeah,
these are
me
from the
either.
press website. This looks absolutely amazing.
Yeah, it's very nice design. It
With how
I
the
hmm?
go ahead.
I should just mention that, like, maybe I should have had like a comparison, because this looks like 1 billion times better than the original area in like RE4. Like, the detail is just insane.
I was gonna say, with the shape of these ceilings and the chandeliers, this is actually giving me RE 3.5 vibes, because
Hmm.
there were some like rooms that they shut off that had very similar like vibes as this. This looks phenomenal. Oh hi, big guy.
Yeah.
Big cheese.
You have become unpleasant to our eyes. Oh, speaking of
Speaking of
unpleasant
eyes,
eyes,
oh god, yeah, that is kind of gruesome, kind of terrifying, kind of
Oh, that
spooks.
is horrifying.
Oh
He
god, him
has
oh,
again.
no
Oh no.
eyelids. I think that's the issue. He has no eyelids.
It just, and I feel
just
like the eyes also not where they're supposed to be. I feel like there's too much distance between them. I don't know. I don't like it. I
yeah,
don't like it.
One
and
is up
one's
higher than the other.
Yeah,
yeah, and he's pointing his chainsaw at me.
yeah. There's like a hand there. Like,
Ugh.
excuse me, spooks. Oh yeah, here we
Oh,
go. Some bonus content stuff here.
Oh boy.
Stuffs. So this is like collector's edition. That's probably going to be super expensive.
I think
Steelbook.
the Japanese site that already had the pre-order for it up, I think it was converted about 230 US dollars.
It's a wee bit.
Oh, a little bit of Del Lago.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And also, is this? This is just a map of the entire of maybe the entire game.
Cabin.
Hmm.
The cabin is here.
Abandoned factory.
That wasn't in 4, right?
Unless you count like the area where you fight the big cheese as like the factory.
It was like a
Hmm.
warehouse of some description.
Yeah.
Where's the
There's
cable
a
car?
fish farm. Oh yeah, that
Well,
was
the
in
thing is,
4.
wasn't that area pretty close to the castle? This is on the other side of the castle.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
that's a castle.
Yeah, that abandoned
Maybe that
factory.
was like here. Oh no, the villa is. I think the chief's house, like the big cheese's house, is this.
Quarry? Fish Town?
Do you guys think there's a chance that this is it? Like, these are the areas you go to the game, and there's no island?
I don't know.
That's
That
an
island,
interesting point.
that island was pretty far away. I mean, it took a pretty long boat ride to get there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you
And
got there from the castle, but it looks like the castle's like surrounded by like a mountain range.
But then, like, also this abandoned factory. I wonder if that's a new area. Like,
If that maybe like replaces the island or something, because the island was very like industrial focused.
yeah, and also this just looks. I feel like this looks very different than anything in like RE4, based on my memory. Like, where you fight Big Cheese, I feel like it didn't look like this, did it?
I mean, it was just like one like warehouse. That's where you fought him. Like you came off the cable car, you walked down a little path, and there was like one warehouse.
But Quarry, I think you go there in RE4. Like, I feel like basically all of these locations are stuff you go to in RE4. Which is the factory kind of stands out, and then also the fact that we don't see the island, but maybe it's just not on this map. What do they say about this?
Cool.
Like, it just says poster. That's what the map is, a poster. Get a soundtrack. Get a big box. Big box? Yeah, you just get a box. Okay, cool, get a box.
Ox. Music, television, you
I
can
got a
roll.
figure of Leon S. Kennedy. Oh God, he's kind
Um,
of annoyed.
I'm not convinced by this figure.
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I mean, I'm not sure if we can tell anything from this map, but I will say that I will be surprised if they include every part of RE4 in the remake, because RE4 was such a huge game, especially with the bonus mode like mercenaries and like separate ways at it with PS2 version, stuff like that. So yeah, DLC pack, that should be one of the next pictures. So this is pretty
Yeah,
Gold.
this is
Gold.
that. These are
Oh.
those weapon charms. So I guess this drops extra ammo, and this is ammo, and this extra healing items is my guess.
These
Yeah.
items used to customize the in-game attaché case. That is not a system I thought I'd see them add.
And like the case also had like a bonus in inventory we saw earlier, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is the DLC stuffs.
Okay, so we've got. I guess that's the new Raccoon City Police Department. Or well, no, it's not quite
That's
the
just
same.
a casual like bomber jacket. It looks so puffy, like it makes him look kind of chunky.
Yeah, and then next we've got Vampire Leon.
I just want to quickly point out, like we do see the silhouette of like Ashley, and like the hairstyle kind of reminds me of like Rebecca almost.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I
Can't
mean,
tell
it's
what.
interesting that they blacken it out.
Yeah, I can't tell what outfit she's wearing.
I mean, these look like suspenders that she like has hanging on her legs, like just
Yeah,
down, and this looks like a baggy t-shirt almost,
they're like spiky bracelet
like
thingies,
bracelets. Yeah.
like a punky outfit. I don't know.
Yeah, she could be wearing like shorts because this just looks like either that or like skinny jeans.
Yeah. And yeah, and then we get to this fabulous outfit of romantic Leon. Oh,
Looks like he's
so
about
fabulous.
to either perform Hamlet or turn into a vampire.
Yeah, like he's just missing his rapier.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good outfit. I can't lie. It's pretty amazing. We just need a mod replacing the knife with the rapier, and then it's perfect.
I got you. I got you covered.
Good. And this we also get a romantic Ashley.
Can't tell very much.
Is that her normal
Well,
hairstyle? I think it is. Maybe.
Yeah, it looks like.
Yeah, it looks like the sleeves look a bit puffy, kind of like Leon's, like over here.
Yeah. It's so little detail with the silhouette.
Next, we've got.
Hero Leon.
Oh, wait, hang on. Leon outfit and filter.
Oh yeah, well yeah. When I move to the right side of the screen, you'll see a preview of the
Yeah.
weird filter stuffs.
Well,
But no Ashley outfit with this one.
Hero Leon does look like he really wants to be in the next Dragon's Dogma.
Yeah. And then we have V,
Yeah, that's just V. It's V. He's somehow he's back.
and no Ashley, but you get a filter with this one as well. And then these are the filters. So filter off, filter on hero, filter villain.
So I will never be turning these on. Okay.
Yeah,
got
me
it.
too. Like I mean, I also like never bothered with the filters in, like RE4 and RE5 as well. It's just not for me. Were the filters in RE4? There were definitely ones in R5.
Yeah, I'm
There
not
was
sure
a
about that.
filter in the RE2 remake when you used the noir outfit.
Oh yeah, I didn't like that either.
Sunglasses,
Soundtrack's
yeah.
Sunglasses
Yeah.
pretty neat if you're gonna use that on any outfit. Like, oh, romantic Leon with sunglasses.
And does that mean like the original game soundtrack?
Yeah, it's
I
original.
guess so.
Yeah.
Similar to the RE2 remake, which also had that.
Additional treasure.
Unlocks additional treasures that cannot be found with the various treasure maps obtainable in the game. Huh.
Huh.
Interesting.
So it's a way to get extra money, basically.
Yeah, it sounds like it. I'm not a huge fan of DLC that makes you more powerful, makes the game easy in some ways. I feel like that's always been silly.
It was silly when
Speaking of which-
DMC5 did it. Lever action shotgun.
Gold Shaker. Sentinel 9. I think I noticed someone say that this is actually a weapon in the original RE3, but it wasn't included in RE3 remake.
Huh.
So that's a little bit silly in a way if it's in this game instead.
Still, though, more lever action stuff. That's a cool animation doing the whole
Oh yeah,
lever
speaking of which, I
action
want to
thing.
see the animation like reloading and stuff. Like those animations were pretty good in RE4, so I hope they did a good job here as well. So Ganado that's slightly tilted.
So the footage we saw made it seem like this is the first enemy you encounter,
Yeah.
and definitely hinting at the parasite thing a lot earlier now.
Detail is just so insane on everything.
Hat. When in doubt, just add a hat. Oh, it's spooked guy again. Oh, grr,
Oh.
arg.
Oh, this is like the classic, like old enemy.
Oh, young whippersnappers, I'ma kill him.
Oh, we saw this in the video, but this time we see the text. Yay! Check requests. What are
Yeah,
requests?
what?
Huh.
That's a good question. I don't know.
Is this supposed to be a map of the game?
Wait, go up. Is this legit a lorem ipsum?
Is it?
Oh yeah, I think it is.
I
That
think
does.
it is a lorem ipsum.
Oh, wow,
This looks like a lorem, and this is an ip.
That's pretty
Yeah,
good.
it does. And
That's
as for the
great.
map, it does actually remind me of some of
Yeah,
the
like
in-game
yeah,
maps from
they're like
RE4 a bit.
this is a village. Is this taken from RE4 or is it actually a new map for RE4 remake?
I don't think it
Uh,
looks quite the same as the RE4 map.
It is definitely redrawn, but
But I do recognize some areas. Is this the
I
lake
mean,
over here?
yeah, that looks like the lake. And there's the pier where you get on the boat.
Yeah.
And there's the opposite pier you go to when you're done. And then there's that hidden cave with the merchant.
Interesting. Hannigan again?
Yeah, and again.
so good.
More text that was blurred out. They wanted to hide the auto
Auto-sorting.
sort.
But why? That's a nice feature.
Can't know about it.
Oh, it looks like we're in the castle here.
Yeah.
Actually, it's
Stole
kind of
his
upset.
jacket.
Poor Leon. He'll never get to keep that jacket. He'll always lose it.
Rain.
Is this running to the
Cable car.
cabin? Oh yeah, so this
Or is that not the cable car?
I'm not
Kinda looks
sure.
like
I don't
it.
think it is. I mean, I also don't know where this is. Is this where we fight Big Cheese? I don't know.
It kind of looks like it, or it's the Big Cheese's house.
the first impression I got when you switched to this was that maybe they're running to the cabin where they meet up with Lewis and they have like the cabin fight.
Oh yeah, could be that.
But then I saw the cable car looking thing at the top and I'm not sure anymore.
I'm not even sure what that is. Like, it has a bunch of lines, like curved. I don't know.
Kind of looks like the cable car.
Yeah, it could. Yeah. Looks like could be the very top of
Yeah.
it. It's just like the lines move in weird ways, which makes me uncertain.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's
God.
Mr. Elegante again.
Well, welcome to hell.
Leon again. Close up
Poor
of
Leon.
Leon.
He's so pissed. Huh?
See,
Oh, Lewis again.
I wonder.
That smug
That's better
face.
close-up.
Wow.
Right.
Yep.
So much detail.
Although I will say he looks even less like a researcher now.
Yeah.
I feel like they might ditch that story aspect of him.
Maybe.
Merchant again. Merchant yet again. Oh yeah, it's so silly. You can. It looks so silly blocking with a knife, tiny knife, and a gigantic chainsaw.
It's so absurd, but I
Oh
love it.
God.
That's creepy.
You've clearly had that parasite for far too long, mate.
What else would they do to you?
Not good for your complexion.
I appreciate the nail polish, Salazar. You gotta fix that up though. That looks a bit cracked.
Got a few things you should try to fix up if you can.
No. Just the nail polish.
Yeah, we saw that earlier.
Oh, there
I
it
think we
is,
saw
your
this
favorite.
earlier as well. Yep. Bolt action rifle. Knife. Okay, that's a final screenshot. But we kind of didn't look at all of the video stuff. So.
Apparently, you can check the attaché case.
Maybe I'll just jump to the trailer. Just look at the trailer. Because there is a new big trailer.
That mural is pretty graphic.
Yeah.
Also, who is this supposed to be? Like this? Is this?
Yeah,
I don't know if we
character we
get a
know?
good enough look.
It's
They're
not
dr-
Ashley, is it?
Yeah, they're
No.
dressed differently.
Yeah, I have no idea. Maybe it's an all new scene just to show that they're evil. Yeah, I don't
When
recognize
this
her.
scene originally came up, like during the live stream, I at first thought this was gonna be the scene like that is in separate ways where they try to like
Yeah.
kill Ada during a ritual, but
That's what I was
it's
thinking as
not
well.
Ada.
You're here looking for someone? Maybe. Some missing señorita?
Señorita?
Ashley, where are you?
That's a big skull.
Oh,
Yeah, that's a
That's a
huge
big
skull.
skull.
Your soul.
This place looks so fancy.
Yeah,
So
the
fancy.
church.
yeah, the graveyard looks a little different, but it's looks great.
Ashley Graham, are you in here?
Just let me go.
So a lot of these scenes are very similar. So I feel like the overall story might be
President's orders then.
the same.
What is that? What do we do?
The lost lambs are escaping.
It's,
We need to go.
super close to the saddler.
I'm gonna get you home safe.
You can stop right there.
Can you go back a few frames? Maybe we can get a glimpse of Ada.
Super slow motion. If I go back a little bit. Maybe I move out of the way.
I don't think she appears on screen until the camera cuts.
Yeah.
That
No.
that looks like the dress continues. Like this looks like it's part of that red.
Are you sure?
It's hard for me to see.
No. Like this is very clearly the red here. Like you can see that this is red up here.
It looks black to me.
I feel like I would go with black as well, but it's very dark.
I think the lighting is just giving it a red outline.
And then yeah. They don't want you looking at her pants. They want to reveal her pants quite yet.
Ada, who are you? What are you doing here?
My faithful disciple will show her the path.
So
Ashley,
spooky.
run!
Yeah, that's the lake monster.
What's happening to me?
Now.
What is that thing?
Yeah, this I don't remember from RE4.
No.
No, Sadler never had like a staff bearer with him.
Abandon your body.
But I
Leave
like
the
my
girl.
body.
She's lost no matter what.
Now that he has chosen
Ada is yet another new voice actress, right?
Yep.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
That's
Another new scene that wasn't in the original.
Yeah. But there is a
Ashley lost her
scene where she
fancy
does.
jacket.
There's a scene where she does turns. I wonder if they just like changed it to this. Maybe she might just be angry because she's not wearing the jacket anymore. Maybe that's just it.
Maybe. Leon's better at handling jacket loss.
Anything else to point out during that trailer?
can't think of anything.
Looks really good.
It does look pretty fancy.
This is terrifying.
It's very spooky.
Oh, this is very fast.
I like the voices now.
I will say that after the showcase, I've been upgraded to cautiously optimistic. Whereas I was skeptical before.
I have to say, during the presentation, I was bouncing up and down in my chair.
Yeah, I mean, as I mentioned earlier, like once I saw melees, I was in. That's what I needed.
I'm so excited for this.
Ashley.
I mean, this is kind of obvious, but we can see like this little turn into the weird head mutation thing is just like the original.
Yes, but which one is it?
I think it's the regular version.
Yeah, yeah. You can see like the blade tentacles spinning around.
The way how it's animated reminds me a lot of the head parasites in the RE3 remake.
Oh yeah.
Oh boy.
Was there any part of like this video is the stream? Is this a stream they did? Was there any part of this? Anything important? I guess it started. That should just show more like slow-paced gameplay. I guess I can showcase that.
Yeah.
So this shows parts of the very, very beginning of the game where Leon goes to the first shack with the first enemy.
How far could he have gone?
Yeah, this is also like changing up the story a little bit, because in the original the cops never like left the car because they were afraid of parking tickets. And here it seems like they kind of went ahead to scout for Leon or something.
Yeah, because Leon does find one of them dead here in a second.
I think the first thought I had when I was watching this part was like, this building looks way more run down than before.
But also
Nice
way
gear.
bigger.
Yeah, that too.
I'm gonna move
And
back
this
a
is
little bit here.
Whole spooky basement.
Do you see any, like much inside the room here? Not really. Okay. I read impression by someone who played the beginning parts, and I think you do actually meet Agonado on the ground floor just like the original, and then like Leon kicks him, but then it reappears as like see him here in a little bit.
Yeah, I
Oh.
guess they specifically wanted to like cut around it for the trailer.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah, and they're like not showing how badly murdered this guy is.
the hell's going on? What was that? No fucking way.
So this guy seems to be extra tanky. But he doesn't like really react much when he's shot at. I think you can see it now.
So, like you mentioned, like earlier, like like there was a press preview, like a scene recreated from the original. Maybe the reason Leon goes no fucking way is because that's the same guy that he kicks, and like
Yeah.
he sees his neck broken and thinks he's dead, but then he comes back like that.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what happens. Yeah. And he might be like a preview of enemies you fight later that are like more muted and like extra tanky and don't really react much when shot.
Bruce, this is Condor 1.
Hunnigan here. What's your sit rep?
President's daughter, Baby Eagle. It's likely she's in this village.
Our intel was correct then. Well done.
New Hunnigan voice
Something's
actress,
happening
right?
to people here.
Yep.
My escorts are.
Ganados.
Gotta go. Talk later.
That's an intense jump.
As it should be.
Oh yeah, and this is the stuff with showed at the start of the podcast.
A classic
like-
village fight.
Yeah, it's so similar structure to the original game, like this type village.
Oh, well, I mean, that makes sense. I mean, this fight is iconic, and it's one of the
Yeah.
best moments in the whole game. They had to get this right.
I'm just happy to see like stun melees like that. That was a primary feature I want to see. Oh no. Oh no.
Move!
Oh no. Okay. We did look at this earlier, so I guess I'll skip it. I can't remember if there's anything else here.
There's one
Ah.
thing that you kind of like skipped over just now. Ganados now can just straight up punch Leon without weapons.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, when does that
Like they-
happen?
A
That's
little
a-
bit earlier. You.
Yeah, there, that was
yep,
it.
literally that guy. Just,
Oh yeah.
He just
Okay.
sucker punches you.
Oh.
This is also something I wanted to check out. So you can counter him. So you can counter punches with a knife as well, because you did see the prompt there.
Pop.
So the prompt is active for at least like 11 frames, I think. That
It's
is
even still active when you're already technically getting hit.
yeah. Like maybe it's not actually still active. Then I feel like that would be weird if you can still press it that late. Although I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah, it's active like seemingly for like 1 frame as you're getting hit.
Yeah.
Dunk.
Same like grab mechanic as RE4.
Yeah, like grabbing from behind. The swing that the chainsaw guys do is like the berserk chainsaw
Yeah.
from like RE5. That stab is so brutal.
Chicken.
Very important. Chicken.
Yes. Perhaps there will still be eggs.
What'll give me an egg?
Destroy sport environment. That doesn't happen in original RE4. But I'm liking what I'm seeing of the comments. It really makes me hope there's gonna be a mercenaries mode in this, like a good mercenaries mode, unlike RE8.
What did you think?
Yeah, that's a big question mark right now.
We are paying respect to the original game's world while implementing new ideas and state-of-the-art graphics.
Although I could
This
see
game
them
is
adding it as an
significantly
extra mode
advanced
later
to
via DLC rather than having it at launch.
The Ganados will have
Possible.
all new ways to attack. They are closing in on Leon during his mission.
But I could
Also
also,
note
see them
that
Even
not
greater
doing it.
variety of methods than
you
the
can't
original
counter the
release.
grabs, but then again, like once you grab, you
Leon
can
fights
use a
back
knife
with
anyway to like
firearms,
get out
close
of the
combat
counter.
maneuvers,
I mean,
a
like to
newly
get out of the
added parry
grab.
using his knife, and more.
Oh,
you-
oh wait, go back.
Yeah, you can like the knife broke,
Resource
right?
his knife.
Yeah, it broke completely.
Yeah, you
So
can
yeah.
like you can see the effect
Yeah,
for
the
it.
chainsaw like instantly breaks the knife if you counter it.
And then
Yeah, that's the animation for
Right.
it. Which makes sense. Like it's a chainsaw.
yeah.
Resource
Then you can
management
repair it at
and
the
upgrade
merchant, or
elements
maybe
are
you can
critical
craft
for
a new
survival.
one or something.
Just as in the original, using the
So yeah,
action
just
phase
a quick
effectively
summary.
is
It looks like every single
in
attack
addition to
enemies can
managing
do
weapons and
can be
enemy
parried,
pairs
but like
and
knife
synthesize
durability will
bombs.
always go
This
down. There's
also
like a
allows you to craft
stomp-like attack you can do
and other
against
weapons.
grounded enemies with knife that also drains their durability. You can break out of grab using a knife that drains durability, and you can block chains with a knife, and that just breaks the knife always.
You can
And I
Yes,
imagine you could
you
probably just
can't,
also like just
uh,
attack with a knife normally, probably.
to suit your playstyle.
Probably. I'm guessing you can't break out of like a grab from behind with the knife. Like that's the only thing. But those
Uh,
grabs, like in the original, also didn't deal damage.
Let's see, he's grabbed from behind somewhere. Like I think when the chainsaw.
Oh yeah, the lady that he
thing-
just threw.
Concepts.
Like if you go back a
Newcomers and
little, I
veterans to
think.
resident phase to attack during his
Yeah,
there.
like there.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, there's no prompt. Yeah, so yeah, if you grab from behind, you cannot use knife. Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, the grab from behind doesn't technically deal
from the
damage.
original release. Leon fights back with firearms, close combat maneuvers, a newly added parry using his.
Let's see, did they show anything else here that we haven't looked at yet?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I think we have seen everything here now. Yeah.
You'll receive. You can secure. Thank you for watching.
Oh, no problem.
We are working hard to create.
I'm just looking at my notes. Okay, yeah, I think we've gone through all of the RE4 stuff now that I wanted to go through.
One thing like you see here, Leon like just runs at a ledge and jumps off. Like unlike the original, you don't have to do a button prompt. Like it goes a lot more like organically. Like, you just run and you just immediately. Oh no, wait, there was a prompt actually.
There's a prompt.
But maybe because he's running, like it still technically automatically does it.
Maybe hold X to run, so he automatically
Maybe.
jumps. It kind of reminds me of like RE6 if it works that way, because that's the same system as RE6 for like movement.
Yeah, if you ran in RE6, like if you ran at a ledge, you automatically did like the context prompt.
Yeah.
Like it's possible. I mean, I think earlier, like he ran at the little fence and also
yeah,
kind
that's
of
true,
like
yeah.
within the motion, like jumped over. Like it's.
I think it's
after
around
this,
here.
I think, yeah.
Is there a prompt here as well? Yeah, there's a prompt.
Yeah,
X,
there is.
X.
But it feels so organic, so it might just be
Yeah.
like because he is sprinting that he does it like automatically.
Yeah. Like I don't know, I like it is kind of weird. Like before seeing this new footage, I was like concerned, like, hey, is this going to be more horror based, like no action based combat? Not only is it action based combat, they've got mechanics here from like RE6. That's something I really did not expect to see, like the counters and stuff like that.
But then they also got stuff like from Revelations 2, which was also kind of more action focused, like with the crouching and the stealth stuff.
Yeah. Also some stuff like RE2 Remake with like the knife durability.
Yeah. Like it seems like it, in a way, like almost that it's taking like the best from everything.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I am really into what I'm seeing. I want mercenaries, and I also wish like co-op sports was there, but I don't think that's something we can expect to see, because they've already marketed this as like a single player thing.
Yeah.
Because there is still one big question mark they haven't touched on with this, is that it's the promised VR content they're working on for this game.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
That wasn't talked about at all in this.
I'm assuming Sony wants to keep that for a state of play.
Probably.
Yeah.
I mean, we still don't have a date for PSVR 2, I don't think. Although we're expecting it next year, I think.
As you just saw.
Yeah,
I want to
mean,
point out
it is definitely too late to launch this year. Like,
Yeah.
there's no way that's launching this year. They would have announced it for this time period so that they could have it like ready for the holidays.
Yeah.
We think this game will provide a fresh.
I want to point out one thing that was pretty silly with this stream they did yesterday, the RE showcase stream, where at the start of the stream, like the stream started with a countdown. Once the countdown was over, there was another countdown. They had a countdown for a countdown. That's
I
silly.
mean, the problem there is because it was like on YouTube, and YouTube just does that. Like, if you do like a YouTube premiere, there is a countdown, and yeah, the stream in itself had it. Oh, there's
was it
item drops there. There's item drops
yeah.
on the
Oh,
screen
yeah.
right now.
They even have different colors. Like that is more yellow, I think. That's more white or blue, maybe.
I'd say blue, a very faint blue on the left one. And if it's in accordance with the original, then the blue one should be money.
You can also notice as you're being grabbed, you're like losing more and more health. And I noticed
Wait,
earlier, like
so you are losing health on the back grab.
That's different, because you didn't lose health on the back grab in the original RE4.
you also lose health on front grabs here, I'm pretty sure.
I mean,
Because-
that was already the case in the
Okay.
original, but the
Yeah.
back grab in the original was like no damage.
Yeah.
But there's another instance. I can't remember where it is. But when it's being grabbed by the first enemy, like the guy with the tilted head, you were losing health very quickly. So I feel like that was like a tough enemy that will just deal more damage overall.
Oh yeah, here you see the health ticking down. Like even before he uses the counter, like you're losing health.
Yeah, it's just like gradually being
I mean, that does
reduced.
kind of match up with the original RE4, because the front grabs, I mean, they're strangling you, and they do quite a lot of damage if you
Yeah, and the
leave
quicker
alone.
you wiggle off, the less damage you take.
Yeah.
And it seems to be a similar system here.
Maybe I can quickly try to find the point where he's being grabbed by the tough guy. Oh, I think it's around here.
So he's at full health, loses quite a bit of chunk just from
Yes,
the
look
initial
at that.
grab,
Like
and
it's
it's going
super quick.
real
Yeah,
fast.
like a ton of health, just going away there.
That is
That is
really
insane damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the back grab is like a lot less, but it is actually dealing damage. So that is a slightly altered mechanic.
Hurry!
He's
And I think you mentioned earlier, like the original countdown. Is that a generic YouTube countdown? So it wasn't Capcom's
Oh
countdown?
yeah, I mean that first countdown was definitely. I've seen that countdown on other YouTube premieres.
Oh, okay.
yeah. It was because it was a scheduled YouTube video premiere.
Okay, I thought it was actually Capcom who had prepared two different countdowns, so now it makes a little bit more sense.
I mean, it's still silly, but the
Yeah.
first countdown wasn't Capcom.
I mean, Capcom could have just used the YouTube countdown as like the precursor, so to avoid having two countdowns.
I guess they really just wanted to show 30 minutes of trailers.
Oh, yeah, actually, yeah, that is probably the reason why they did that. Goddamn.
The red herb is actually in the same spot as it is in the original game, like outside of the barn. Like,
Huh.
like back behind the cow, like it's gonna be on the over here. There.
Oh yeah, that is the
Oh,
same
yeah.
place.
There is like a herb in the original game there. I don't know if
Yeah.
it's red or yellow, but there is a herb there in the original.
That's
I
a nice
remember that
touch.
too.
Is that it for RE4 stuffs?
I think so.
Yep.
Okay. But yeah, I am very excited about this. I want to play this.
Same. I am very interested in this. Like when it was revealed, I was like, oh yeah, okay, yeah, that's RE for remake, okay. And
Yeah.
now with this, yeah, like I said, I was bouncing in my chair when I was watching this live.
Is there
Yeah,
cutscene? I mean, a shotgun in the wall there?
There is, but I think they're trying to like not show it.
Oh,
Yeah, it
yeah.
is there.
Yeah, it's totally there. But yeah, I was sold. Just seeing a few seconds of this combat, I was sold. That's what we've already seen.
Stop
This should
pointing a
be-
gun at me, Ada, please.
Here we go.
Nope.
No, doesn't change anything.
Oh yeah, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Here we go.
Oh,
Here we go. Yeah.
Baby.
Bye.
Let's have some fun, people.
Move out.
Yes,
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go.
Will I get DMCA because of the music?
I would assume it's an original thing.
This sounds like the music you'd use in a Call of Duty trailer.
Kinda.
Which
So-
I guess adds up because some of these characters look like Call of Duty characters, especially that one guy
Wait.
with the stupid visor.
Yeah, that's RE7, Chris.
Okay. I thought they replaced him, but okay.
They kinda did. Like, on the main menu, they made it, like,
Yeah.
they also showed some of the costumes. Like, RE7 Chris is a costume for Chris, by the look of things. Like, he's gonna have RE7, RE8. Like,
No,
Leon
doesn't change
has his RE2 remake outfit, but also his RE6 outfit.
One thing I've noticed is that like maybe it's a toggle in the game, but they're not showcasing the game with that weird comic filter anymore. That's just not anywhere to be seen here now.
It was already a toggle in the beta.
Yeah, I remember that.
Like, yeah. So yeah, there's actually costumes they've recreated or reused from older games, which is something they haven't done before in the RE engine. Like there's Umbrella Chronicles Ada. There's this video's going really quick.
Sorry, I'm just messing with the speed here. I'm doing silly things.
So yeah, the Hound Wolf Squad members are here from RE8
Yeah.
with funky weapon skins.
Ridiculous visors. Drones.
I think I've noticed like the scale is still weird as in the original beta, where like all the characters are kind of tiny compared to the environment.
Yeah.
And for the most part, I don't know, I don't see them having done drastic changes from the original beta. Like, this looks like this very much the same game.
I don't know if you have the roadmap image, because I have things to say.
I think I included that. I hope I included that.
Oh yeah, the roadmap.
Maybe I'll just
Oh,
jump
joy.
over to like images here. Oh yeah, I did add this. Like, this is the new main menu. This is the old main menu. You can kind of see a difference with a certain character. Like Chris looks a bit different.
Punk, like his eyes now are more glowy.
Oh yeah, they made glowy guys. But yeah, so does that mean they have both RE7 and RE8 Chris? Because I mean they have RE8 Chris in the
Yes.
main menu, but in trailer it was RE7 Chris.
I don't know if they showed RE8 Chris in the gameplay, but so it's funny that they, in quotations, fixed that. I'm gonna point out something very glaring. You see Jill over here? It's Jill. She's
Yeah.
looking Jilly.
Yep.
She's got this weapon strap for weapons on her back.
Yeah.
There's no weapon on her back.
Oh.
It's just floating. The strap is just floating.
Oh
and
yeah.
all
Then
the characters have that. Like Leon
Oh.
and Claire have the same issue. And that was a thing in the original already, and they just kept it.
That's a bit silly.
Also, Leon's gun looks kind of like a blob here, and they kind of made it look like an actual gun, I guess.
Oh yeah, that's a difference, yeah. A bit funky. So yeah, I think I included more pictures. Oh yeah, this is more RE-verse stuff. This picture is so silly to me. Oh yeah, I think there might be a mix of like RE8 stuff and also RE-verse stuff. So yeah, this is like right now there's a third-person demo available. Does it end? Oh, I didn't realize it was that limited. It only lasts one day. No, sorry, I read that wrong. Like, yeah, no. I thought it was like from and to. Never mind. But either way, like, it is limited for like 60 minutes after you boot it up.
It is the same demo as the original first-person demo. Like, it is the castle demo that was released before the game's launch. Exact same, but now you can play in person.
And I mean, we did talk about this stuff quite a lot in the previous podcast. I didn't bother to have how many assets again for like third person and like the Rose DLC. This is they're gonna have like a short early access thing for RE-verse that starts on Monday, right?
Yep, Monday, 4 a.m. our time.
Oof.
Oh boy.
And it's
so
it is crossplay, which is interesting.
So that is new information, the fact that it's crossplay.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, we did not know that before. Like or at least it wasn't announced that it would be crossplay.
Well, that might help player numbers because they're probably not going to be very high.
Yeah, that's possible.
I feel like I should mention one thing in regards to crossplay. This is the same developer as RE Resistance, and Resistance had a bit of a cheater problem on PC.
Don't remind me.
I'm just worried that'll be now a thing still with RE-verse, and with crossplay it might affect console players as well. But hopefully it won't be a big deal. I guess we'll see.
Hopefully it'll have some sort of anti-cheat.
Well, if it does have anti-cheat, I just hope it's not that super invasive kernel level anti-cheat that some games use.
I just hope it's not easy anti-cheat, because that is garbage.
Garbage and then it doesn't work?
It's just really annoying, and it would mean that you can't really do modding.
All right, here we go. The roadmap.
So I have some things to say about this.
Right.
So for the game's release, 6 survivors. That is the 6 that were in the beta. Meaning that all the extra characters they showed, like the Hound Wolf Squad, will not be available on release.
Oh, I didn't think of that. Oh yeah, what the hell?
The 5 creatures, meaning that the RE8 enemies, the Lycans that they show in that trailer, is not available on release.
What did they exactly spend that 1.5 years on?
I don't know.
I'll bet it was the battle pass.
there's 2 stages, which is the RPD and the Baker House from RE7, meaning the RE8 stage they showed will not be in the release version, which is probably the first update. My guess is that the +1 survivor is the Hound Wolf squad, and all the members are additional costumes.
Oh yeah, that would make sense. Yeah. Oh boy.
And I could make a very educated guess who one of these survivors is based on data mining I've done.
I guess you might as well just throw it out there.
One of these is going to be Carlos from RE3 Remake. Who the other one is, I don't know. I suppose theoretically it could be Luis from RE4 Remake, but yeah, one of these 3 +1 survivors is guaranteed to be Carlos. The weird thing is, these 2 do not mention +1 creature, meaning that the Lycans won't be available till update 3.
That's a wait. Oh well, I guess you'll just have to spend time grinding out that battle pass. I know you're so excited.
And like, it doesn't mention it here, but there is going to be costumes probably available on release, even though they're not mentioned here.
I guess that's what the and more in every one of these boxes is all about.
It's weird because costumes are mentioned here, here, and here, but not here.
Yeah. Maybe they felt they ran out of space. I don't know. They really wanted like that empty space before and more.
Yeah, I
but
guess
don't
so.
worry, there's more coming.
But yeah, like, the fact that these also don't list new stages means that it's going to be RPD, Baker House, and the RE8 Village, and that's it. Until there is maybe more coming. 3 stages is not a lot.
No.
And
do we have any
I'm
idea
not
what the
sure
challenge
what the
missions are?
challenge stuff is.
Yeah.
I was about to say, I'm not sure what that is, or what the stuff in the Battle Pass is going to be. My guess for the Battle Pass is weapon skins, based on data mining. I don't know if any other stuff is going to be in there. So yeah, the thing you said a little bit ago, what the hell did they do in a year and a half if this is the release?
Yeah, yeah.
Like, did they just make all of this stuff to trickle it out over weeks, months? That's kind of weird.
So, the Battle Pass thing, do you think that's something we have to pay for or not?
So they tweeted earlier today that they accidentally put stuff up on the Steam store that you could buy that you weren't supposed to be able to.
Oh.
I don't know what that content was, but my guess it's either cosmetics or Battle Pass.
Boy. I think I have a prediction what this is, by the way.
Oh.
Is it the game getting cancelled?
Yes. I feel like this won't happen. I don't know. Like this is, I don't know. I'm getting reminded of like Umbrella Corp, because when that game was launched, they also had like a similar release schedule. They had like release maps, and they actually did it. Like they did like for like a few weeks or a few months. They released stuff and then just like silence, like it was just dead.
Resistance did the same. Like, it detailed some pretty big like updates for, I want to say, the first half year, and it just stopped when this was supposed to be coming around. And I'm kind of worried it's going to be the same case here.
And I don't want to be rude, but I really have a hard time seeing this game take off.
Yeah.
It's
the only way I can see it maybe taking off if these are PvE in any way.
Yeah, that would help a lot.
Like, if there's any sort of PvE, and for as far as I know, the release is just death matches, so no PV on release, as far as I'm aware.
I mean, I don't know, even this are like PvE missions, just like one mission on launch that you can do. Like, I feel like you'll get pretty tired of that quickly.
Yeah, yeah.
Unless
It's
it's
a
like
bit worrying.
super duper replayable in some way. I don't know.
I mean,
Hmm.
we won't have to wait very long to find out, because the beta will be live very early Monday morning or late Sunday night, depending on where
Yeah,
you
that's true.
live. And all of this should be playable. Yeah, and otherwise we'll know literally a week from today.
Yeah, I'll probably like maybe I'll record like one video with Arbor's. I'm not sure if I have interest to do anything more personally. Like I tried the beta last year. I wasn't the biggest fan.
Ugh,
Yeah, this
Oh,
is Rose DLC
that's
stuff. I
creepy.
just included some screenshots for the RE8 stuff they were babbling about. This is a statue from RE8, right? I think I remember it. Or
I
is
think
something
it's a
similar?
slightly modified version of it, but yeah, the statue looks kind of familiar.
But I don't know. Will you guys be
Spooky
playing
look.
this?
I bought the DLC, so I probably will.
well, I don't own RE8, so no.
I might be
That's
boring and skip
terrifying.
it because I don't know. I feel like I got enough of RE8 personally.
Oh,
It's
look,
Rose
it's
and
Rose
Rose.
and yeah.
This just reminds me of Revelations 2 with the two Natalias thing.
God.
Gameplay formula-wise, I think it is actually kind of similar to that, because I think they said that you can't really take a lot of hits as
Hmm.
Rose. Maybe like even one hit and you die or something.
Um, there's one important thing to note about this is that they're marketing this Rose DLC as the end of the saga of Ethan Winters and his family.
Oh
So I
yeah,
feel
yeah, that's true.
so they're basically saying like, hey, when RE9 happens, it won't be Ethan again. Like it won't be his family yet again. Which I'm very okay with. Hope that also means like RE9 will also be third person rather than first person. Like that's also something I'd personally be okay with. Yeah, this is a new character, I think.
He just looks like that reporter from the RE2 remake to me. Like Ben,
Yeah,
who gets killed by the tyrant. He kind of looks like that to me.
it does look similar. I feel like his clothing. I don't know. Maybe his clothing is even the
Yeah,
same.
yeah, I feel like the clothing is very similar.
Rose and Rose again. Angie Rose. Oh yeah, this is for the third person thing.
Can you go back to that guy again?
This guy.
That clothing is very similar to Ben.
Oh really? Do you find like a comparison thingy?
I'm just looking at screenshots of the RE2 remake, and yeah, his clothing is rather similar.
Oh yeah, it might just be reused assets then.
Face is even kind of similar.
I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't have a huge budget for the Rose DLC.
As far as I'm aware, from what I've been seeing from sources, is that it was a very small team that made the DLC. Like, and that it was a different team than the team that did RE8. Like, they moved on a lot of them to the RE4 remake.
The third person mode. So like this is, by the way, it won't be a patch. Like this is something you have to pay for. You have to pay for in order to access the third person mode. Mode. And speak of mod, they had a update for it recently that was kind of a like a headache for like modders. They made it so that if you do memory changes, the game just quits instantly.
Oh, that sucks.
And that's kind of annoying to deal with. So I think I'm going to be rude. I think my third person mode, I'm just gonna get retired from now on. Like the thing is, like Capcom is now adding official third person, and it works better than my mod. So it is kind of bumming. You have to pay for it, but still, like if people want third person, they just buy this, and and I think my mod will just be thrown out the window.
Damn. Oh.
There was one thing I found kind of funny with some of the footage of third person is that now and then it does look literally identical to my mod. Like for instance, when he was like riding on a boat, that was like 1-to-1 identical to how it looks like with my mod. But like shooting and aiming looks far less janky than with my mod though. Okay, I think yeah, I think that's it. That was a fun asset I had prepared for the podcast.
And they said they would showcase Resident Evil, and they did.
Yeah, they we like this. Like I want this. I want this. I am into this.
Yeah.
I guess, I mean, we don't need to show any particular assets for it, but they announced the release dates for the cloud versions of the RE games on Switch, I
mean, we can
guess.
just pretend they don't exist.
Yeah, I mean,
Like
from
November,
what
right?
yeah, they come out like one every week or something. Like I think its first Village comes out like on the date that the DLC drops, but it releases on Switch without the DLC, I think. Oh no, I think yeah, no, the DLC releases on Switch like in December, so that's weird, but can't find the particular release dates, but yeah, they're coming to Switch. Don't like if you feel like trying it, try the free demo, but from when I played it, it was unplayable. Like the input lag was absurd. The visuals looked okay. Like the video streaming looked like I was watching a 720p-ish YouTube video, but with horrible input lag.
Ah, dear.
Yeah, like that's been my experience with most of like cloud gaming services. There's one thing I just thought of, like, since you can crouch manually whenever, could you crouch to avoid attacks? Like during combat?
Possibly. Yeah. I mean, I think you could do that in RE8 to some degree. Or could you not crouch? No, you could you crouch there? Yeah, I think you could, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this crouching can toggle in RE8, like whenever.
Yeah, I think you could dodge a few attacks with it.
We'll just have to test it when it comes out on March 24th.
Yeah, that's fair.
And judging by how this all looks, I think they're very much on track to hit that date.
Yeah, Capcom
is
doesn't
pretty
delay
good
games
at
very
hitting
often, right?
dates. Yeah. Yeah, no, they're pretty good at hitting the dates they set.
Yeah.
Very refreshing in the current games industry.
Like Capcom is also, well, at least back in the day, I don't know if it's still the case, but back in the day, they were also good just finishing games literally months before release. Because I can remember with like Xbox 360 games, I would like sneakily look at the files for them, and like there's a timestamp in their executables for when they were like compiled, and for many games, for most games, it would be literally like 3 months or something before release. But yeah, I think that's it, right? Any final words? Final words?
Final words. RE4 Remake looks great.
Agreed.
I want to see more. I want to play it.
That'd be nice.
I'm gonna try out REverse, and I hope that the updates come out quick and that there is actually something to it. Actually, the moment we finish this podcast, I'm gonna download REverse to do modding on it. So, yeah.
Mod the main menu.
I'm just gonna get files. I'm gonna look through stuff.
As for my final words, I'll just repeat what I said earlier. I was skeptical at first, and now I'm cautiously optimistic. RE4 Remake looks pretty interesting. Fuck the rest.
Well done.
Yeah, and I don't know, I think my final words is that this looks pretty good. I want to play it, and also Star Wars Andor is really good and people should watch it.
Oh dear.
Okay, I don't know when the next podcast will be. Like, there's a Game Awards. Well, that's a couple of months from now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess we'll see. Like, maybe something will suddenly happen that's the podcast worthy.
Maybe a state of play or a direct or whatever.
Yeah.
Maybe. We'll see.
But for now, boy.
Oh my god,
Bye.
bye. Oh, I'm blocked.